Alright, Gamers Den. I was told to spend a little bit more time with you introducing these videos instead of just jumping on the subject. As you know, in 2016 there's going to be a lot of reboots. I think it's CBS is going to do a bunch. The movies or various industries are going to do a bunch. And they're going to bring you a bunch of 1990s related reboots. We've seen a few. And another such reboot is a 1995's classic known as Jumanji. Now, Robin Williams dead. It's going to be hard to fill his character's role. I was very well hoping he would be able to play this reboot, even if he was an older character or something else. When I was growing up, I was a very big fan of the movie. I was an even bigger fan, of course, of the actual cartoon. But this is actually a reboot of the movie. I've always had a hyper sense of adventure when it comes time for dimensional travel and such like that. And as you probably know, I would love to probably play the real game in real life at least once. Well, here's the situation, folks. I've seen this on several sites, and I'm probably bringing you one of the lesser ones, but it says the same thing everything else says, so here we go. Best Christmas present ever. A Jumanji reboot is coming. We already know we're getting under the tree come next Christmas. A brand new game of Jumanji. A 1995 movie that more than likely has terrified you just a little as a kid is coming back to the big screen in a brand new reboot. Maybe as an adult everything won't be as frightening when the board game comes to life. Well, hopefully it will, hopefully it won't. But Sony is the person who is going to launch this. And they just announced their upcoming movie slate for the next 2 years. And among these titles, Jumanji is a remake. Or, as it's being called on its IMDb page, a reimagining of the original film. Reimagining has been in development for almost 3 years now, but little information has been known about it. Hollywood Reporter mentioned Zach Helm, who wrote Strange Than Fiction and Mr. Mangorium's Wonder Emporium, with Natalie Portman, who is incredibly sexy to me. Pardon my language, I apologize, there are little kids on this. Is writing this new take, but then again, that was 3 years ago, and doesn't look like anything has changed on that front. But there still isn't any director, let alone any stars attached to the project. The original Jumanji starred Robin Williams as an adult version of a young boy who gets trapped inside the magical board game called, you guessed it, Jumanji. The movie also featured Bonnie Hunt as a childhood friend who started the game with Robin Williams' character, and young Kirsten Dunst as a child inevitably joins Williams and Hunt's game with her brother. I switched to 2, hang on. Here we go. Yay! If you can find the VHS on Jumanji, play it in your VCR for a refresher. The OG movie was about a board game that literally comes to life, consuming its players. People are basically warned not to play it, and as you know, the Hunt's character played it with William when she was smaller. She saw him get sucked into the game. Everybody thought that basically she and others whacked the guy or the kid, and she was in years and years of therapy until she basically repressed it to a point where She didn't remember anything except for little flashbacks that she was told was a dream and other things like that. But the reimagining of Jumanji is scheduled for December 25 of 2016. I was told to start bringing props into these films and these updates and stuff that it helps connect with the audience. My family actually does have an original Jumanji board game. I want to say it's by Parker Brothers. I was going to say Warner Brothers. I think it's by Parker Brothers. I think they put out a limited edition wood one that actually had the brass flip-ups, and that they were actually, it actually played really well. For it being a 1995 game, it was actually good. I believe it took a 9-volt. If I remember right, there was a blue cube suspended in liquid for the bubble, and it was pretty cool. And basically, I couldn't find it. I think my sister has it. It was originally one of her board games, and I was kind of hoping to be able to share that with you, but shared, put it up, something like that. But unfortunately, I couldn't find it. I don't think it's even in the house anymore. So, thanks everybody. This is a reimagining of Jumanji, aka a Jumanji Reboot. Peace out.